In this video, I'm going to share with you the fundamentals of systemizing operations with an example that I want to share with you in our processing stream right here. So when it comes to building your operations, your business at scale, you always want to think about these fundamentals in terms of how much time your processes and systems take, how complex the systems are in terms of are there multiple parts of the operations, in terms of what the equipment that you need and the most optimum way of, does this, in terms of this processing stream, will this cost us millions of pounds or only hundreds of pounds to achieve the outcome? You always want to think about efficiency when it comes to building systems. My name's Kev, welcome to the Systemise Your Business YouTube channel. I wanted to create this video with just talking about the fundamentals of building systems. And this is a great example of how one of our processes and the innovation that we've put in this system allows us to optimize the system at scale. Okay, so if this is the first time seeing me, please hit that subscribe button. Please give it a big thumbs up. Really, really do appreciate your time. So when it comes to building the business, I've always thought about the bottlenecks we experience, whether it's capital, whether it's speed, whether it's time, whether it's the complexity of a system. And you always want to find the maximum efficiency, okay? The maximum efficiency. And that all comes down to cost. It comes down to the time it takes. It comes down to the skill that's actually needed to complete whatever process or system that you're after. So in this example, in our warehouse, we basically process products. Everything from the inbound, where we get all our deliveries ordered and they get delivered, to those units, they need to be processed. So the end goal in mind is when we're actually shipping out to Amazon's fulfillment centers or out directly to the customer, we need to make those products go from not ready to be shipped to ready to be shipped. And what we need to do it as swiftly, as in terms of speed. We need to make it streamlined as possible, and we also need to ensure that the quality control is there too. Okay, so what we did is we designed a brand new system for this, and this is a great example for it that I wanted to share. In our old warehouse, we actually had just a standalone table. So imagine this table here. We just basically had just a bigger version of this. And what we had to do is we brought all our products to the table, we spread everything out, and then we needed to find the products that we were actually looking to process. Okay, so this, if you think about that straight away, there's a lot of manual time, there's a lot of trying to find products, and we were trying to find, when we've got our labels and we're going through the system, there was a lot of waste, okay? So what we did is we completely reinvented. We came into our brand new warehouse and we thought, okay, how do we go from point A to B as quickly as possible, okay? As quickly as possible. And the way we've come up with this is like a three-way processing system. And it all starts from the logging in area, okay? Everything gets logged in, everything gets quality controlled and checked. But then we introduced a brand new phase, which is called the picking phase, okay? And how the picking works is we would basically have a shipment that's been created, okay? Let me get one of these trays out. Okay, so we've got the start of the stream. We would basically have a picker that goes to the specific shipment and then starts to collect that shipment all in one go, whether that is through a trolley, whether that is lifting it and moving it right here. Then what we have is an actual shipment that's been printed out in terms of the first product to the last product, as well as then the labels too, okay? And everything goes in order. So thinking ahead, what the picker needs to do, to the processor needs to do, to the quality control at the other end, it makes sense to streamline this in order, in chronological order from top to the bottom, because that will help in terms of finding the labels, finding the products. If you remember my first example, we used to have just a big table and everybody would do everything. Now what's happening is we're putting it in order. in the trays. And also, what we're doing is we're no longer introducing the time element in terms of manually moving the products. Because if a person's like, there we go, there's some products and moving it, we found that we was wasting so much time. So what we've done is we developed a sort of a slight semi-automated tray system. So what would happen is we would have the picker start to fill these trays. Fill one tray up, pull another one up, fill a second tray up, and then this starts to get pushed all the way down to the actual the picking station. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this. Sorry, I've just kicked the camera. Apologies for that. What ends up happening is it then moves its way to the processing stage. Okay. So the processing stage here, and that's the station at that end. The processor is now expecting to have this product that's on the top of his list, as well as all the labels. So what will end up happening is everything's in order. So all the tools are there, from the bags, the tape, whatever we need, knives, whatever the station ultimately needs. It's all around them, so the equipment's right there. It's being fed to them in order of the actual shipment, okay? So it makes their job super simple, super time effective, so there's no waste actually trying to find products, okay? Once they've done that, they fill the tray back up, okay? And then they push the tray. I'm just gonna keep moving down here. And we get to the shipment quality control end, okay? So if you think about what now is happening at the shipment quality control end, the box are here, and what we've done is, because we've got these multiple levels of protection, we've got multiple people that are involved, we're basically verifying the quality. And the more we ship, when we're thinking of tens of thousands of units, if you've just got the one person trying to manage all that, the likelihood of making a mistake increases. So by having multiple levels of protection, what it's doing, it's actually allowing you to process more at the same quality. So what we do here, when it comes to the boxing end, we've got the weighing scale, we've actually got a quality control camera, which you'll see literally just right there. That's monitoring absolutely everything just from quality assurance. So we can go back to any shipment whatsoever. So one thing that we did is, instead of having phones, we actually put the camera on, which makes a big, big difference. And then what ends up happening is, the quality control boxer, it just goes through the quality control, and he's expecting everything in the right order. He's expecting everything to be labeled and bubble wrapped or bundled, or whatever the product needed, it's all in order. So the point I'm trying to make in this video is, when it comes to the fundamentals of processing and systems in your business, you want to think about a couple of things. You want to think about a trigger. What actually triggers? So in this case, the trigger is, okay, we've got enough for a shipment. What's the process? Okay, what is the process? So we've developed this semi-automated process where at the end, we've got a weighing scale bench there. The trays then actually feed back all the way to the bottom. And what's our outcome? Our outcome is to ensure the quality control of absolutely every single shipment that we have going through our warehouse, which allows us to ultimately to make sure that the quality is there for our shipments, our partner shipments, and so much more. So think about the trigger for your business and your system, think about the process, and think about the outcome. Then, in terms of maximum efficiency, think about the time it takes, the complexity, the cost, right? So the cost of this, if we wanted to do it 100% automated with motors and conveyor belts and PLCs and a bit of more of control without maybe people, obviously that puts the cost right up. Whereas this is the semi-automated version of it. So it's still people involved, but it's the next level in terms of cost. So always think about time, cost, resources, complexity. Right? So this was just an example that I wanted to share with you, but you'll find that it will apply in your own business too, right? No matter what it is, whether it's an admin task, whether it's an accounting task, whether it's the day-to-day operations, whether it's sales, whether it's marketing, always think about, okay, what is the most optimum way of doing this? What's the most cost-efficient way of doing this? What's the most simplistic, the most simplistic way of doing this? And what's also the straight line? Okay, what is the most optimum straight line of doing this? And that's why the fundamentals of systemizing your operations, and this was, and I believe this was just a great example of how we can optimize and make things easier throughout the system. So as you scale, it becomes easier and easier. So let me know down below. Let me know your thoughts on that in terms of managing your operations. And let me know what systems that you're thinking about optimizing in terms of the cost, the complexity, the time, because I'm super, super interested too. So if this is the first time you've seen me, please do hit that subscribe button. Please give it a big thumbs up. This is the Systemise Your Business YouTube channel where I help entrepreneurs and business owners just like you scale their operations to the next level. And this is just a guiding principle and philosophy that we use in our business that allows us to operate at scale. So take care, take massive action every single day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next videos that I'll have pop up right here. So take care, and I'll speak to you next time. Bye-bye.